Hi guys, welcome to Crafting Mayhem and More. New Year's Eve 2022. This is Keena. I'm Keena. That is
Noel.
And we're here to wish you guys a very, very happy New Year. So, Happy New Year. Okay. All right, see ya.
Okay, bye.
All right, close my door. Hey guys, so it is New Year's Eve and you get to see the stickers on my door to my bedroom to hang my house coat and such on. All right, I just felt like I needed to come on here because I'm going out tonight. Hey, and I feel so free. So, title of this is New Year, yes. New Year, yes. New me, huh? So, yeah, I've been talking about all of this spirituality, the law of attraction, budgeting, finances, all of the things, right? So, what I am going to do this year, it's not a new year, new me, because that is so cliche at this point. It's a new year, the reinvention of me, okay? That's what we're doing, the reinvention of me. So, eczema, so it's just went crazy this winter. But I don't care anymore. Got on my pretty brow. Got on all my sparklies, put the diamonds on, because I'm going out tonight. And I don't go out, right? I don't go out. I pretty much ended a relationship. That's going to be a whole nother video. I'm just going to let y'all in on that hot mess. And I'm going out with somebody else tonight. I have 100 subscribers, 100 plus, which is a big thing for me because that's one of the things I said I was not going to worry about, because at that point, if I had less than 100 subscribers, or I didn't have a real commitment to put anything out there. But that's changing for 2023. I have my saving goals challenges. I am budgeting and tracking expenses because, man, I've been going through stuff and looking through stuff because I'm getting some stuff together for Blunts and Gems event that is hashtag Black History 2023, or a hashtag Black History Month. I had it as it comes to fruition. So what I need to do is, I'm going through stuff, looking, and I got shit, yeah. I was down there and I'm videoing like, oh, I got this painting, I got that painting. Oh, this is craft stuff. This is craft stuff. This is diamond painted craft stuff. This is doll house craft stuff. This is Cricut craft stuff. And whew, Lord. So, you guys, all, if you watched my last video, you know that one of my, 100 envelope challenges is for a craft room, and I want that kit that you see on Facebook on your news feed where it folds up, folds out, fold this all this way. Anyway, I think it's about $5,000, so I'm gonna use that for emergency funds, and also that thing I'll try to get that. Oh, I'm not going to try to get it. I'm going to get it. I just need to clean out my space that I'm going to use for my craft room, with the goal of next year having that system so that I could store everything and know what I have and stop buying multiples, because I went to Dollar Tree and bought a dry erase marker and went downstairs today looking for crap and found an unopened package of dry erase markers. So when I'm telling you I'm wasting money, I'm wasting money. I know of three events that I'm going to participate in this year. I'm not really focusing on events this year. I usually do them in silence. Sometimes I'll sign up for something. I don't need any more diamond painting, so I'm not in it for prizes or anything like that. I can always win a pen though, y'all. I don't have an enablers outpost, so if you got that working, I can do that. And I don't have Muni Made trays, and I don't have Bella Art trays and all that kind of stuff, but the thing is that what I am going to do is focus on my channel and focusing on being ahead on my content and focus on letting you guys in on this journey that I am taking for the reinvention of me. Yes, it's the new year, not new me. It's the new year reinvented Kina. Yes, I'm Kina 2.0. Kina 2.0. All right. So, with that in mind, what was I talking about? I'm all excited. Number one, I'm going out. Number two, I'll tell you number two in a minute. Three events. So the first event is the January event. And this event is by Mrs. Cheryl Katz, and it's Ticket to Ride, the destination event. And guys, I am going to Africa. Yes, look at Sister Soldier. So isn't that unique? Her hair is the shape of Africa. So I'm going to Africa. The book that I have married with this painting is The Slave Narrative. And I have read that book several times because it is actual accounts from actual slaves. Like somebody had the foresight to get stories from former slaves after freedom. You know, maybe during, I don't know, but after freedom, somebody took those stories down, put them in an anthology, and got it all the way together. And it's not my first time reading it. I have not picked that book up in years, but I am rereading it. I will warn you that the first story is a long, drawn-out story. Read that last, please. But get into those ordinary folks if you happen to pick that book up. A lot of it is written in dialect if you're actually reading. And man, when you get to reading, like you really talking like I's been on the plantation for a mile. So you really do get into it, and it's just the truth as it is. The reason I picked this painting is because then February is Black History Month. And so, like I said, Blunts and Gems is having, for her event, hashtag DP for Black History Month. Just let this be said because she has been very, very clear. This is not a person of color event. You know, we have Hispanic Month. We have Black History Month. And then it's American history all day long. But it's not Native American history. This is all about Black history. So if you do decide to join the event, please pick something that's a Black person, you know, just Black. I know a lot of people have been suggesting, because Miss Coffee had done the person of color event, which is a fine event. And I think I participated when she did it. But this is about Black History Month. Now, they gave us a month. We only got 28 days. We only even had 30 or 31. So let it be about Black people for 28 days. On my channel in particular, I will be, as a part of my whipping chats, maybe once or twice a week. I don't know, because I'm about to tell you point number 2. But I will be reading some of those slave narratives. If you guys don't get the book, you'll get it from me during my whipping chats, or I might do a segment just dedicated to that. I will also be bringing you information on little known Black history facts, or people who are prominent or should be prominent within Black history. But since we have a problem with critical race theory in this country, you probably will never get to know, but you'll say you heard it first on Craft and Mayhem and More. So this is nothing new for me. I have been saving these clips, the reels, the whatever, the history facts from Facebook in my news feed. You know how you say the reel, say the post, for years, so that I could do independent research, because my plan at one time was to be a genius and write a book, and it never came to fruition, but maybe it will, because I'm reinventing myself. So yeah, so I have tons of information, and these are people that you're not going to know. It's not going to be Harriet Tubman. It's not going to be Frederick Douglass or George Washington Carver. You know, I love me some peanut butter, but it's not going to be Dr. Martin Luther King or Louis Farrakhan or anybody else like that is known just by virtue of that's what they allow us to know. it's going to be those other folks, okay? That being said, number two for 2023, this girl got her a new job. So y'all know, or you may not know if you haven't watched my videos, you all know that I had left a job to be able to get my dad dialysis home. My dad has since passed. And so I was working at this nursing home anyway. I didn't have anything else to do. Can't be jobless. Or you can be jobless, but then you're eating into your money. So a thing happened, and I am no longer with that facility. It was not a good fit. I was making it work. I actually liked the people. I didn't like the organization. I did not like the reactionary approach to doing things. I needed to be proactive in what I'm doing. So I was hired as the nursing supervisor, but when I got my badge, it said unit manager. I was a first line supervisor. Guess what I was when I was in my 20s? A first line supervisor. This is not that. I don't do that. I have 2 master's degrees. I think at this level, not at crack the whip, do your work. Why you didn't do this? Why this one hung at 4 o'clock? Why is this late? You did the submission. I do conceptual thinking. I do forward thinking. I'm planning on how to get us from point A to point B, how to pass this state review, how to get accredited through whatever accreditation center we're trying to get accredited for. So that's where I am. So I am now a director of nursing at another facility 13 minutes from my house. Man, 13 minutes from my house. Now, it is a mental health facility. Ask me how I feel about that. I don't care. If I was riding a bus, I don't know who's sitting by me or who getting on the bus, what their mental history is. When we're in the grocery store, do you know? Ask anybody that has been in a Walmart or any other shooting. Did they know dude that was coming in the door with the fatigues on that he had a mental issue and that he was gonna start shooting up stuff? No, you never know. But at least these people are in a place trying to get some help. Now, with that job and with that salary, I got what I wanted. And you know I got what I wanted because our law of attraction, I manifested what I wanted over a 1 week period. A 1 week period, people. When I tell you that I stuck to my meditation routines, and some of it wasn't even about the job. I meditated about that job and I let it go. And I put all the good vibes out there that I knew it was coming. I had already thanked after I asked for it that it was coming. I knew it was coming. Now, there were some specific things, money, I had to ask about near my house that I had to ask about, and something that I might be excited about. So I'm always excited about new because I like to be the subject matter expert. So by the time I don't know, 6 months in, I will be the SME, subject matter expert at that facility on whatever it is that I need to do. So now I go on the 5th, I think that's Thursday, to get on board and do the orientation process and all that stuff. So it seems like it's going to be a really good fit. The person I met with, the regional VP, she seems great. You know, I talked to her about the things that are important to me. So while I get this bonus that I get for taking this position, which is a $10,000 sign-on bonus, that's fine. I like it. But at the end of the day, I need to get something out of it. And so what I expect to get out of it is because I've never worked long term except for this 6-month stint or 6-month plus stint at this other facility. So I need to learn the process, and I need a mentor in that process, somebody that knows what they're doing, somebody that I have as a resource. I'm really happy about this particular company because they do offer a 4-week training. So like you go down to their corporate office, you spend a week, they're the person that used to be the ADON or something at this place. She's now at another facility, so I'll get to work with her for a week. There's going to be a week of whatever and a week of whatever. So it's a 4-week training. So really, really happy about that. And no place is perfect, but at least they have systems that are structurally in place that reminds me of my days in the business world where there was some corporate responsibility to what they're doing, and it's not about hitting up Medicaid and Medicare to make sure you get those payments. Now, that's number 2. My good news for 2023. The other thing is let's see, the third thing. So I went into 2020, I believe it was, or sometimes in the COVID thing when I was with Noel, and I felt like I was going to do this Spanish immersion thingy, and I switched all my stuff to Spanish and then died trying to get it back to English because that kind of fell by the wayside. I am actually gonna take this bonus money and get me a personal Spanish tutor so that I can be bilingual. And we talked about Black History Month, and that's strictly for Black folk, recognizing that there are Black Hispanics, but I think they still Black folk. But there are Black Hispanics, and it would behoove me to be able to service those individuals as well as I can service people who speak English as a first language. So that's a high priority on my list. So I have amongst the alleged crafting that I'm gonna do, I have the whole setup, the whole you dig over there for learning Spanish in my Spanish immersion. Lord, can somebody who speaks Spanish that watch this channel, Marissa, kiss my grass, can somebody volunteer to help a sister out? Keep me on track. And when you speak to me, only speak Spanish, so I'm forced to do something because I think it's just too important. Plus, okay, so I don't have any New Year resolutions. I'm whispering a little bit, but my plan was at some point to have a Latino lover. Yes. And I want him to be Puerto Rican too. Yes. And if he tall, dark, and handsome, that's okay too. But we'll talk about that at a later date. Although I'm going out with Mr. Valenzuela tonight. He's Puerto Rican. But I've dated him in the past. So I'm telling too much. I have not had a drink yet. Y'all, I'm just prepping myself up because I have not gotten dressed and went out in so long with my friends. So I'm bringing the bling. I got everything. I should show y'all my boots. Yes, they blinging too. They're not actually mine. They my youngest daughter's, but we wear the same size, so it matched. And plus they got these little spiky things on here in case somebody get out of hand, that liquid courage. Anyway, I don't have much to say. I can't open or kit up my African lady Afro chick until tomorrow when I present it to Miss Katz in her Facebook group. So it's just sitting here. I don't know. Would you mind if I kit it up? While I'm just sitting here, Miss Katz, I'm gonna have to text you and ask you that. But I'll be home tomorrow. Let's see. Oh, really important, and I don't think I've ever mentioned it. Blunts and Gems, Samantha, myself, and Molly Hirsch of Instagram fame have all joined up to do a podcast. And it is called Shade Trees and Gems. Now, it's on YouTube. You join that because we put our premiere episode up sometime last week. We're going to do it again. Samantha says Sam is bringing the shade. I don't know what the shade is. I am only there because I don't bring shade. I have no disclaimers except I said what I said. I will not argue with you if you cannot have a discourse, a dialogue, intelligent discussion on something you may or may not disagree with. Then, baby, talk to the hand. I ain't got time. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not giving you my energy, not even my negative energy. You get none. That being said, um, I am doing what I'm calling BookTube, and the BookTube section will be uh, us doing read-alongs, readathons, um, a specific genre, but just basically reading a book and having a book club discussion about what it is. Now, my favorite genre is paranormal romance, and specifically the fated mate type. I don't care if it's a shifter or a vampire or a demon or a witch or a dragon or the fae or a Valkyrie or whatever. If it's a fated mate, best believe it's gonna be a good storyline and some hot and some steamy. So we are currently reading a book over there now. Um, I'm not going to discuss it in our next podcast, and we haven't set in stone. We just were testing out, how we vibe together, and it may take us a little bit to get our rhythm and to fill each other out. But basically, I'm gonna be devil's advocate. So my thing will be booktubes, and I watch reality stuff. So we may do some reaction videos on my side, as well as Molly. Molly might do some reaction, and I know she is the true crime buff of the group. So that will be her segment. So we'll usually come in with it. And I was thinking we could do 3 segments, but I don't know. Maybe this week is Sam. This week is Kina and her booktube. Next week is Molly. But I think we're going to break it up in 3 because we're not limited on the time. We could pre-record the podcast, but I think I would prefer going live. And so maybe once, twice, maybe 2 weeks record, 2 weeks live. So those are my plans for the new year as far as channels go. As far as where the direction of my life is all positive. I'm not sending nothing out but good vibes and happiness. I am up meditating every morning to raise my vibrations, to make sure I had it. Like the other day, my sister sent me a text message, and I was not offended, and I really wasn't angry, but I had a level of resentment, okay? And I'll get into that much later on my channel, later. And I had to really, I meditated. I had to meditate on it to get to a different vibration, because I didn't want to feel that sense of resentment, but I didn't appreciate it. And I felt some type of way. And but do I have time for it? No, I don't. Was it really anything for me to address, or could I have just said nothing like I did and do my meditation and get my shit right, and then deal, let the universe take care of the rest? Because it was really nothing for me to comment on, and I didn't. And after I got over my issue, I was okay for the day. And I went on to my job interview, and I did fine, and I got this job. Now, here's my plan. I don't plan to work at maybe 10 more years, maybe 12 more years. I don't know. I will not be 70 years old working. That will not be a thing. And if I am 70 years old and working, it will be something that I absolutely, absolutely want to do, that I'm passionate about. Not even passionate about. It was my gift. It was my gift I brought here when I was born. That's what I'm going to do. I had the pleasure of bringing in New Year's Eve with New Zealand. Hey, Rose. And that's Rose Prophet. And with Australia with Gracie this morning, and unfortunately, I was so into whatever I was doing. As I was listening to Grace, I missed her messenger asking me to join the live. I sure would have joined it, but I had a great time with that. And so, let's see, I got two New Year's Eves under my belt, and so I am looking to get a third in an hour and a half. So 5:30. 6:37. So my date will be here to pick me up at 7. It gives us time to eat and to pick up our bottle and to get to our destination. And they shoot around here on New Year's, so as long as we are in the building at midnight, then we should be okay. I just wanted to update you guys and say Happy New Year. I felt like I needed to get something out here on New Year since I'm making this big push, big effort to make 2023 fantastic for myself, for Noel, for my family, and also for you guys. Please feel free to reach out for me. Now, what I hadn't done, like, it's okay. So they said that you can have your stuff, your description stuff, like automatically added. You can have some stuff that's already there that's automatically updated all the time. I filled out that area within YouTube, and I don't know if it posts like my Twitch or my TikTok or my Instagram or any Facebook groups or anything like that. So hopefully it does. The other thing is, girl, I like Twitch. I like Twitch, and I like digital art, AI in particular. So yeah, I'll be going live quite a bit on Twitch. So if you guys stumble across it or discover Twitch and Discord, please let me know. I am on there as Crafting Mayhem and more, and I look forward to seeing you guys on all the things. And I really wish you all the joy, all the happiness, all the financial success, all the healthiness, and if you all the good intentions that you want for yourself for 2023. I am asking you guys to follow me on my journey to spiritual enlightenment and to watch me as I progress. And if you see that it works for me, then you'll know that it works for you. But better yet, why don't you join me? We do it at the same time. And but anyway, happy New Year. Enjoy 2023. I hope you guys get as much out of it as I'm gonna get out of it. Bye bye, you guys.